Hello Virgo, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Virgo is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It's totally free, doesn't cost you anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards. Use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Virgo, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And a Prince of Cups. Interesting. I feel like there might be maybe a water sign person in your life. I feel like this is a contemporary. I feel like there's an emotional connection with someone, they're a peer. I feel like it's a male energy about your age, maybe sibling, friend, coworker, cousin, something like that. Someone who is similar age as you. We're going to put this into some context, see what's going on with this person. Oh, interesting. Now we've got a younger female energy. Same family. I feel like an older brother, younger sister, or there's some kind of, there's some sort of a dynamic where there is an older male and a younger female. Okay. And we've got the Lovers card. It could be that they are in a relationship, in a partnership, but I think with the Lovers card, it's not always a romantic thing. Okay, I think that this is talking about there being an intimate bond, even a family bond here, right? It could be chosen family, could be blood family. And now we've got a contemporary air energy. We might be talking about a different family here. And now we've got a Prince of Pentacles. We've got a lot of court cards here. So this is really something that is... I kind of feel like a lot of, and these really, since if we take you to be this earth energy here in this position, these might be some energies that are with you, right? These might be some spirit guides or some ancestors that are kind of behind you, maybe, helping to push you forward. And that could be, well, these could be loved ones that you have lost. These could be just people from your history, from your past. These could be spirit guides, ancestors, angels even, right? We're going to figure some of this out. Let's keep going. We've got the Art or Temperance card, a Three of Pentacles, another Court card. Now we've got this, we've got a Queen of Wands. We've got this this older female energy that seems like it's kind of the boss, right? Seems like it's the boss of things there. And then we've got a Two of Wands. So it could be that we are trying to really take control. This could be a situation, and it could be, we could be talking a lot about the family finances here, right? Or the idea that it's time for us to take control of the resources, the estate, the financial situation, the money, right? Not that we're taking it away from this person, but if this kind of feels like the matriarch of this family, and maybe this is representing you, it could be. But I feel like this is the kind of, this is the leader of the family. This is the kind of older energy, and these might be the kids, the cousins, the nephews, the nieces, right? It could be that you're from quite a large family. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. We're just going to set it aside. We're going to put Mr. Tao, the yin-yang duck, right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, all right? But it will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any point during the show you feel like you know what that card is, I want you to put your prediction down in the comments. Let's do it together. Let's make it a group exercise in intuition. Okay? Let's take a look around the room here one time. We've got two major arcana cards. And both of these cards, I kind of feel like one is kind of a separation and one is a coming together, right? We kind of have that whole alchemical process here, right? The separation and the recombining of energy. And so this, might be kind of it might be a situation where we're starting to change roles, right? We're starting to kind of split people up and figure out how to put them back together in the most functional way. So I'm starting to think that this might even be a work thing more than a family thing. There's a chance it's both. For some of you, I think that this is the family business, right? Or this is the order and functioning of the family. Yeah. I think that you're starting to reconsider what everybody's role is in your life. Okay, whether this is family, friends, financial, career, if it's at work, or whatever is going on, right? This could be kind of a life reading, could be talking about all of it. Because I feel like you might be this Queen of Wands. You might be the one that feels like you got to kind of be harsh with people. This is kind of a harsh energy. It's the boss energy. It's the idea that, I don't want to be, kind of a hard ass, but I will be if I need to. Because I think you have the responsibility. You're the one making the decisions. We see that with the Two of Wands at the end. For the proper functioning of this, you got to kind of get these folks in line, right? And they're all a little bit different. You see air and earth, we've got some water, we've got, this idea of there kind of being different maturity levels, different skills, different personalities. Again, could be friends, family. Even if this is a work thing, though, I feel like it's a small business. I feel like you have this feeling that there is kind of that there's a closeness, that this is kind of like a family, even if you're not technically related to any of these people. I'm starting to feel like this. We're not talking about people who have passed. I don't feel that very strongly. There is a possibility there. But I think really with the 10 of Pentacles at the top of the path of the Dove here, there is a focus on kind of maximizing the potential. Let's create the best life that we can. If you're running a business, you're running a family, whatever you're doing in your life, Virgo, I feel like you want it to be the most successful that it can, with the least amount of wasted effort, the least amount of waste generally, right? So we got the 10 of Pentacles. Why wouldn't you want this to be, if you're running a business, you want to maximize profits, minimize expenses and losses, right? I mean, that's just kind of a sound business plan, I think. The idea of the Art or Temperance card here, there might be a culinary connection for some of you. And it could be, we could be talking about a restaurant. Maybe the family had a restaurant. I think for some of you, I know in my family, my great-grandparents had a restaurant in the Bay Area, as well as some other businesses. But it's kind of that, I feel like the family restaurant kind of vibe here. And I feel like maybe recently you've taken over that business or the responsibility for that business. And these court cards here could be the other family members who are also employed in this restaurant, right? And it's up to you now to figure out how to sort these people out so that this thing could actually be successful. Okay? And so there's this idea of taking it apart and putting it back together in a more efficient way. You understand the process of creation on the physical plane. Now, I'm getting a feeling that maybe there is an older female energy that has passed for you recently, and maybe that's now why you've kind of taken over. I feel like maybe there's something with the brain or the head, maybe somebody had a stroke or something like that. And maybe that was the situation that kind of pushed you into taking over this family business, this restaurant, this grocery store, whatever it is. I feel there's a food connection here somewhere. So I do feel like maybe there is someone who has passed. Yeah. And I don't know if that person, I don't know. I feel like there's somebody here that also has a limp, that has a hip issue or something. And so that there's someone that has difficulty walking now. Maybe this person hasn't passed, but it could be the implication that they are not, they don't want to be in charge anymore, right? So it's kind of as if they've passed the torch to you in a way. Yeah. I'm kind of feeling that. With the Three of Pentacles, like I said, this is understanding the process of creation on the physical plane. So you know what it takes to make a successful family, business, restaurant, grocery store, whatever it is. You know how things are supposed to work. Yeah. And so now it's a matter of how do we organize? See, this is I kind of feel like this is, we just can rearrange these as much as we want. And you've got to figure out the right way to structure this in order to get the success that you want. Now, I do think that you will be doing this. I think that this success is really going to be manifesting for you. Okay. I think with the Art or Temperance card, we have to be very strategic. We have to really, in some ways, put our feelings aside. Because there is an emotional connection with these people. I think they are family or friends or something, something like that. But we don't see any cups here, right? We see the obviously the Prince and Princess of Cups, but we don't see any pip cards, right? We don't see any actual cups here. So with the Art or Temperance card, I feel like you're trying to not get sentimental. You're not trying to make this personal. You're not trying to give people too much slack just because you care about them, right? We're in this fiery energy where we're saying we've got a business to run. We've got to look at it that way. Your family, yes, but you also got to do your job, right? Because what you want to ultimately do is make a success of this thing. To turn a profit, to use this to really build up the life, build up the family. Yeah. And again, this could be chosen family, could be friends. It could just be coworkers generally that you kind of, it's a small company and kind of everybody's kind of tight-knit, But you're in this mode of the builder. Now, this is the core cards. Because we have this many, I know there's a group of people involved, but the core cards kind of individually mean something about you as well as representing the entire group, okay? So when I see the Prince of Pentacles, I always think of the builder. I always think that's somebody who's committed to an objective and they're trying to avoid the indecisiveness, trying to avoid taking things personally, trying to avoid giving people too much slack because there are feelings there, because there's a personal relationship. I also feel as if you're trying to really tap into your kind of psychic energy, your intuition, right? Because something is guiding you here. There is this, and maybe there is someone that has passed. Maybe like at the beginning we talked about there being a lot of ancestors or spirit guides with you. I still feel like that's true. I still feel like you are being guided by some kind of a subtle energy, by a spiritual energy. Yeah. And so the Princess of Cups here is talking about the fish in the percolator, right? This is my Twin Peaks card. You've got to go where the anomalies, you got to go where spirit points you, right? Into the absurd, into the uncanny, into the mysterious, into the unknown, into the random, toward the synchronicities. Right? So I think you're someone who very much is learning to follow the symbols. As much as you are kind of in control, reasonable, rational, thoughtful, you have a higher understanding of how business works. I don't know, maybe you have a degree in business or some kind of a connection there where you've studied this sort of thing, or maybe you've run successful businesses before. Okay? So, I think that you've got a really good handle on this. I think it is going to be successful, and I think you are the one calling the shots here. We got this Two of Wands at the end. I want to look at the mystery card because I want to see what this is going to confirm as far as the result of all of this. I feel like the Ten of Pentacles is something that you are creating. I I feel like this is wealth. This is real wealth, not just turning a profit in the business, but really building something that's going to last. Building something that can stay in the family, so to speak, right? Maybe literally. But if you have a prediction for this mystery card, put it down in the comments. I'm thinking, I was thinking water energy. Water energy was my first impression, but I want to say earth energy. I want to say a 9 or a 10 of pentacles. But my first impulse was water. Okay, so let's see what we have. Chariot. Yeah, chariot. Well, that's water energy, but to me this is also not earth energy really in any way, but it is progress, right? This is, it kind of reinforces what I was saying about this being something tied in with food. This is also kind of talking about physical progress, though. It's the commitment that we have that we're firm and fixed in our intentions, and we're ready to do battle, right? We're ready to continue this quest. We're ready to kind of continue the tradition, right? We're ready to stay on course. Yeah. And so this is a card, the chariot is prepared for battle, right? Is ready to do the difficult work, is ready to go out on the battlefield, to go out on this quest, right? And understands that its intentions are correct and righteous. Yeah. So I feel like you really have this commitment to your plan, to what you're doing, to your objectives here. Yeah. I also feel like there's something to do with the heater or the furnace that if it needs repairs, or if it's, maybe that's just kind of a symbol. Spirit's telling me to mention the heater or the furnace. It could be just talking about how some things are in disrepair. And so you really need to you're stepping into a lot of work, I think is the meaning of that. But Spirit's telling me to mention the heater or the furnace, and also your favorite coffee mug. Sometimes Spirit gives me these images or impressions just as a way of validating the energy that we're in. Okay, so there's something about your favorite coffee mug. I don't know if it's gone missing, or if you recently replaced it, or if it broke or something like this. Or if maybe you have it in your hand right now, I don't know. But that's just one of these random details that I receive. So I think this is a very good confirmation card. It is a card that reinforces the family aspect, the food aspect, but also your commitment to your plans, and how nothing is going to sway you from your righteous course. Yeah. So I think you're going to be getting that 10 of Pentacles. You are going to be kind of turning this thing around and creating something very successful and lasting as well. Yeah. So we're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, click on the link that's either up here in the corner or down below in the video description. New readings for Virgo every Tuesday and Saturday, but I'm here every day, 6 a.m. Chicago time. Come on back, see me tomorrow. Okay. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything at all. Leave some comments for me. Let me know how you're doing. Okay. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.